Good, y'all. Ready? We keep it too real on this bit. I'm ready for just cook me some food, man. But when you cut off somebody you know it ain't good for you, or when you really just like cut ties with somebody specific, I'm not finna sit here and sugarcoat like it's cool, like you ain't gonna feel something about it. I'm not about to sugarcoat like you ain't gonna really like feel the effect. Feel me? Cause you really gonna feel the effects. You gonna feel it, bro. Especially if you got like an attachment to this person, like you could even be related. But cutting people off is so necessary, bro. It's more necessary than you think it is. Now, we gonna get in depth about this, right? Cause when you cutting people off, you may or may not have to still deal with these people. You may or may not still have to deal with these people. So, depending on how you cut them off, like, depends on the bond y'all had after the cutoff. Let me explain. So, you might be thinking, why would I bond with this person after I cut them off? This could be your spouse. This could be your parent, your sibling, your BM, your BD, anything like that, bro. So, depending on the type of things you got going on with each other, depends on the type of things you have to communicate to them. So you still got a cord there, cause y'all got jits over there, or y'all gotta still work together in this aspect. Then it's like, it's still a cord there, bro. And a lot of times, like, you gonna feel bad about it. Which is kind of fucked up, cause you're not supposed to feel bad about that. Especially if they disrespect you. But say if that's such your nature, like, feel me? Let's say that's just your heart space. That's probably your kryptonite. Now, I will say this. You have to stay on business. You have to remember who this person is, because you cut them off for a reason. You get what I'm saying? You cut them off for a reason. You can't forget about the reason you cut them off just because of time. When it comes to cutting off a narcissist, or somebody you just can't be around anymore, but it's specifically for a narcissist, you cannot have time on your side. Time is the worst enemy. They rely on time. They rely on you forgetting everything they put you through. They rely on you forgetting what they said. You rely on them staying the fuck away from you as much as possible. But here's the thing about when you cut off a narc. They use the distance as a weapon. So the second y'all kind of, have to intertwine paths, or when y'all have to get something going, if that's the case. Even if you don't, even if you just come across them out in public or something like that, they may or may not use that against you. It depends on their supply source. You feel me? Definitely depends on their supply source. And they always gonna have in the back of your head, on the back of their head, they're always gonna have the idea of this person is a potential supply if they're stupid. You feel me? There's always going to be some in the back of their head saying, I hope this person jumps back in the water. Remember the pool method. Remember the Johnny method that I told y'all about in my previous video that y'all blew up. Appreciate y'all. The Johnny method. I hope they jump back in my pool so I can pull them back down. And it's a whole nother spiral. Can't have that happen. This is why you want to focus on your life, focus on yourself when you get out of a narc relationship. When you cut off your narc, any kind of narc. Focus on you, because they rely on you dwelling on this shit. They rely on you second guessing. They might even act 100% correct after that. It's a trap. A narc knows nothing but manipulating your ass. You feel me? There's no narc in my life I could count on 2 fingers, hands. There's no narc in my life that I ever dealt with that ain't have A1 behavior when I cut them off or when I put them in their place. When you cuss out a narc, when you cut them off, anything like that, they gonna act correctly. But it's not the way you think it is. And that's for another vid, you feel me? That's a whole example of you cussed out a narc, or you defending yourself against a narc. You feel me? Now they plotting on your ass. Now they plotting. You gotta hold it in your mental, like you gotta hold it in your mental that this is a no-go. Transactional. Just deal with them how you deal with them. And even if you deal with them how you deal with them, bro, like they still try something. They get like that, bro, like, cause they know in their back of their head, in the back of their scatterbrain, they're like, okay, well, this person's dealing with me accordingly now. They know you dealing with them accordingly now. Every narc in your life, it don't matter who it is. If you caught on to them and you cut ties, or you keep your distance now, and they know you are moving accordingly with them, and they know you moving accordingly, they will do the same. But not in the way you're doing it. They're not doing it for distance. They're moving accordingly to calculate you. When you cut off a narc, when you keep your distance from them, when you shy away from them, they are calculating you. Every convo, every transaction, anything, bro. I promise you $10,000 off this channel right now. I'm gonna get 10 bands off this shit just from saying this, bro. I'm manifesting. They are calculating your every move when you move accordingly with them. They know when you're moving accordingly. They know when you have limited access to them, or vice versa. They know this shit. Don't ever think you, when it come to cutting off a narc, or when it come to moving accordingly with them, don't ever think you got one up. They know you doing that shit, bro. A lot of people like to say play dumb around them, this and that. They know when you're doing this shit, bro. They use it to their advantage too. The narc is smarter than you think it is, bro. A lot of people won't tell you that. They're way smarter than you think they is. You just gotta notice, and you gotta keep your head on the swivel. Understand, okay, I'm doing a big step in my life by moving accordingly or cutting them off. They're gonna play games. And some of them might even spaz. You just gotta be ready for it though. That's why you on this channel. That's why you join the PS6 group chat to stay tuned with the uploads, with the daily uploads. Because Fees know what he's talking about. And I'm 20 years old, bro. But I done made so much progress at a young age where I could tell y'all, man, at any age, you feel me? And I'm glad I could do this. I'm glad I could tell y'all. I'm glad I could help y'all out, bro. This is what I'm supposed to do. It's what I'm supposed to do. What else I'm gonna do? Alright then. So yeah, man, when you cut off a narcissist, things you may expect. You may expect good behavior, good, good auditions, real good auditions, man. Real good be stupid again auditions. Like I said, you may expect maybe gifts. You may expect attitudes. You may expect a lot of different things. They're all over the place. It's just, they got a whole plethora of things, man. Like, they got a whole drawing board of how they gonna do this person or that person. So you just gotta know. Trust me. I've been there before, man. Hope this video helped y'all out. We gotta wrap it. If y'all have to cut off a narc this year, I'm gonna give y'all a challenge though in this video. Give me y'all experiences when y'all cut off y'all narcs. Join the PS6 and keep updating the chat. You feel me? Share y'all experiences, even broadcast them. Cause this the whole year of the exposure anyways. I'm not exempt. Real talk. This is real deal for you though, man. Catch y'all on the next one. Real deal gang. Keep it too real on this bitch.